Anyone else have that same feeling?
3/4 of my kids, I think, were on, say, level D, and I think, I can't quite remember, but
I've got some here.
I had to learn them up with what they did with the adapters, which differentiated it a lot more.
Because you have kids on the same level, and as a classroom teacher, I knew there was a fair bit of difference
Between the two.
So I have to bring them data that I have as well.
Okay, yeah.
But they might be different, these ones, because the first ones, I think, were...
Okay.
He was trying to work with VCAR to use what was there, and then when they found out it didn't quite work to what he really wanted, that's when the new ones.
And the level 4s apparently for literacy, I'm not sure about maths, were a little bit easy. So
Level 4 for literacy, too easy. Yeah. Okay.
So it didn't give teachers much data at all.
Because it's the maths one is 30 questions only. It's fairly limited anyway, isn't it?
And he's put it, he's put problem solving area this time. Yeah.
Is that-
Grade 5.
Okay. And it's number only?
Yes.
Is it number only?
Yes.
Yeah. Who hasn't actually done them or seen them or? Okay. Oh, that's interesting too.
The new ones. Did last night.
Sorry?
We did the last ones, but not the new ones. That's
Not the
just
new
starting
ones.
out.
Yeah, yeah. But some people in here haven't done or seen them at all, so that's interesting. Yeah, and yet all AIZ. All right. What do you do with the data that comes from them? The last lot that you did. Has anything been actually done with it?
Yeah.
Leanne, what did you do?
The intention is, in literacy and numeracy, that we work through a process in a professional learning team, identify students low, middle and high, and work with them, their information to create a professional learning log, which is really like an individual plan for those students. And you track them over, say, 5 weeks. You might reconvene and talk about them every few weeks. It's really to focus and push for where they're going. And then at the end of that time, you may decide to move on to somebody else and give them a bit of a push along, or you may keep those kids on. So, but the idea being that even though they're individual students, you're actually representative of a group.
3 cohorts.
Yeah.
Because Patrick himself even says that if you pick a low, middle and upper, you've probably only got maybe 4 cohorts. You've got 28 kids, but you've probably got 4 cohorts or 3 cohorts. So if you've picked 1, 1, 1 of each, you're probably able to deliver that kind of activity to those 3 groups.
It's about tracking those kids and gathering, they say, right, do data. So that you're getting evidence of what's...
Slow it down.
Think about make, say, write and do. What is the student doing, making, saying, writing to demonstrate what you've tried to set as your goal?
Yeah, and Patrick said that yesterday off, and I thought, what is he talking about? But then he slowed it down, said it again very slowly, and shall I write it up enough that we can all just focus on it for a minute? Because I was trying to get, what is it again? Write, make, it's got to be in order, yeah? Make. And what Patrick's was going on about is that too much of the statements teachers make about kids with regard to assessment and reporting is based on inference. He says that we say a kid can and can't do this just based on what we have inferred from some of the stuff we've seen the kid do. So can the kid add mixed numbers together and turn mixed numbers, and we might say, oh well, yeah, I reckon he can because he can do equivalent fractions or something. And what Patrick is saying is, and the Northern region, because Lena quotes this all in one have a good weekend kind of sentence too, that unless you've got, and it's that stuff about evidence, which is the big push now, unless you've got cold, hard evidence that the kid can make da-da-da-da, has actually said da-da-da-da, can write it or can do it, real cold, hard evidence, then the thing is you're not supposed to infer anymore that they can do that. So that's
Sue, I think that's been the advantage of having these professional learning teams, because we'd all been guilty of coming into a meeting and going, oh yes, I think they can do that. So
Yeah.
teachers now realise that they have to have the evidence.
Yeah.
So I think that's been a great advantage.
Yep.
One of the challenges is actually how you collect and record and keep and bring it and find it, etc., and monitor. That's,
Yeah.
But then that's a whole other good conversation to be had.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there an issue at all? You've got test results back out of 30 for kids, a mark out of 30, and you've been told to pick a high, middle and low kid and plan and talk about and think what you would do next time. In maths, is that difficult?
You also, if you look at the other rocket graph, though, you have all the information as well to add to that mark, which does help too, I think.
Yes.
And there's the conversation that you bring, that one was saying about bringing more because you need more. So that conversation about what it really means, where they are in relation in that piece of the rocket plan.
And on the last progress run, I don't know if it's happening on these ones, but on the last one, they did actually give you a VELS level as well.
On the last one?
Progress. You got a mark, but there was also an approximate VELS level.
Okay, right. And that's on the, last Patrick Griffin one was the VCAR?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But they do